You can call the sellers and give them a verbal. If they say yes, you can write it up, docu-sign it over, and we can get it done. If you're investing in real estate, you need to see this video. I just beat out 4 other investors and got a deal that was listed for sale with a real estate agent, and the agent did it for me. Get ready to look over my shoulder and watch me get the real estate agent to get my offer accepted. But hey, if you're new here to the channel, I'm Jerry Norton, and I went from dead broke to millionaire in 3 years. And after flipping thousands of properties, I created this channel to help you master the art of wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. One of the most valuable skills you can learn investing in real estate, especially if you're a wholesaler or a flipper, is how to find good deals. In my real estate business, we invest thousands of dollars every month in lead generation and marketing to find off-market private sellers, and we also heavily target on-market properties. That is to say, properties listed for sale with real estate agents. And recently I got an offer accepted on an on-market distressed property that was both a divorce and a pre-foreclosure situation. I worked directly with the listing agent representing the sellers, and I gotta tell you, this was one of the best investor-friendly agents I think I've ever worked with. I wish all agents were like him. You'll see what I mean. I recorded the call where I made the offer so you can see how it all went down live. I found this property thanks to a deal finding tool I created that generates a list of all of the underpriced distressed properties for sale. It's so simple to use. Just put in the zip code and it will give you a list of properties for sale that are below market value. I call it the Data Cruncher, and if you want it, I'll give you an unrestricted login for free. You heard that right. I'll give it to you for free. Just go to mydatacruncher.com to get that right now. And this house, it came out for sale in one of my virtual markets where I wholesale and flip houses, and I really liked it. It was brick, it had a 2-car attached garage, it was in a hot little neighborhood. So I did a quick analysis, and then I called the listing agent to make an all-cash offer, which you'll hear in a minute, so keep watching. This property was priced aggressively because the sellers are in pre-foreclosure and divorce. And like all properties in today's market that are priced right, there was a lot of showings and it ended up with multiple offers. And I almost lost it, but thanks to the agent Rusty, I ended up getting the deal for $152,000. Now I wish more agents could be like Rusty. I'd get a lot more deals. Okay, let's cut to the call now and stick around for a post-call breakdown of what happened. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. Yeah, I'm interested in putting in an offer. I'm unrepresented. I'd have you write the offer for me. Can you do that?
Yeah, I went ahead. We're going to get blasted. I went ahead and put, just to keep it fair for everybody, I went ahead and just said to not ask for a response from the seller. It's a divorce situation. So not to ask for a response until 5 p.m. on Sunday. But as long as you're willing to work with that, I'll write up whatever you want me to.
Well, yeah, that means I'm not going to get it, right? So, I mean, can you go in right now to the seller with a full price cash offer? So you got an investor, he's cash, he'll close when you want, whatever earnest money you want, and just stop showings. And because I don't want to compete, because then you're going to come back on Sunday and it's going to be up over, who knows what.
Yeah, do you have proof of funds available?
Yeah, I can text that to you right now. But my deal would be cash offer, close in 2 weeks, $2,500 or $5,000 earnest money. Give me a couple days to get in there because there's no pictures. I mean, I just kind of need to do a walkthrough is all. But that's just maybe 5 days. And then that's it, done. Stop all showings.
I can take out the response time, or everybody goes crazy about that.
Yeah.
I'll take that out, resubmit it, so now that should be gone.
You can call the sellers and give them a verbal. If they say yes, you can write it up, docu-sign it over, and we can get it done.
Okay. So when would you be able to take a look at it and kind of give the nod?
Well, I won't send my guy until I know we got a deal, but as soon as fast, next day.
Okay. Let me call her real fast, and see if that's something that they want to do. I mean, like I said, we knew we were going to get blasted. I already have a voicemail right before you called. There was a voicemail coming in.
Yeah.
It's just one of those. I mean, it needs work inside. But it's just all cosmetic.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's perfect for me.
Yeah, it just hasn't been well taken care of, to say the least. So Yeah, let me call the seller real fast. I'm friends with the wife. I don't know the husband at all, and see if that's something that she would entertain real quick.
I mean, you don't have to worry about showings. You don't have to worry about like coming back and asking for concessions. You don't have to worry about FHA financing falling through.
Okay.
You don't got to worry about a 45-day close. It's just done,
Okay. Yeah, let me give her a call. What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Jerry.
Jerry. Okay, let me give her a call real fast and see if they just want to get it knocked out like that, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay. You'll call me back. Okay.
Yeah, it saves them a little bit of money if I represent them, so there's incentive for them to do that.
You can do that if you want, but I'm just saying you can take my full commission on the buyer side.
Okay. All right, that sounds fair. Let me give them a call and see what she says. Okay.
Okay. Awesome. I'll wait to hear back from you, Rusty. Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, bud. I got a little bit better of an answer for you. It's not exactly what you wanted to hear, but she wants to give it one full day tomorrow and see what we have at the end of the day tomorrow.
I'm gonna miss it. You're gonna get 20 showings tomorrow.
If you wanted to do an escalation clause, basically you put together your purchase agreement. It's $150 cash as is, just what we talked about.
Yep.
Okay. And an escalation clause is a piece of paper. It's an addendum that says my offer is $150, but I'm willing to go to $155 in increments of 500 or 1,000, whatever you choose to put in there. It's an open field. And then if another offer were to come in, your offer basically is already your highest and best, but it only gets taken up to that level with another offer, and I would have to show you that offer and how it drove your offer up, and then you counter back at whatever that top price is, not to exceed your limit.
Okay. And
that way you don't get smoked. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to have time to go back to everybody and go highest and best. If somebody's going to put an offer in, they're going to have one shot.
Do you have showings already scheduled tomorrow?
Well, I got one from 6 to 6:30 already. But I told her if you're interested, we'll cut it off at 7 p.m. tomorrow. I just got another showing. No, she just confirmed the 6 o'clock.
Okay, let's do that escalation. I'd like that. And let's do 155.
And I asked her, I said, is there a price that he can offer right now to shut it down? She said, I really just want one day to see what it is, because there's, I put in there, it's a pre-foreclosure situation. They're just trying to get what they can out of it. I told them what I knew it would sell for. She just wants to make sure that's what it really is, and I can't blame her. So
I can still have a 5-day inspection?
Yeah, we can write 5-day inspection. We'll do what's called an as-is addendum.
Yep.
And the as-is addendum says, hey, I reserve the right to have an inspection. I understand that I'm buying it as is. I just want the right to know what I'm buying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we can write that with 5 days.
Okay. Let's do that. 30-day close?
Preferably shorter.
Okay. That's fine.
She talked to the attorney, and he said there's a very quick process that as soon as we get a purchase agreement, give it to him, and he said it's a real quick turnaround. So I've already ordered title work. So I think we could still close this thing because what we were told was it's got the possibility in the next 30 to 60 days to go into foreclosure. So we've got to get this thing completely wrapped up. I'd say no more than 20 days, just to not have that risk of it going away from everybody.
Well, then they need a cash buyer anyway.
There's conventional lenders out there that are doing 10. If you put enough down and you don't require an appraisal.
Yeah, but whenever you're doing financing, she's running that risk of running out of time with a buyer.
Well, I put in there that all offers have to be short term. We wouldn't consider anything that was longer.
I just mean whenever there's financing, there's a chance it doesn't go through. Just the nature of financing.
Right. Yeah.
Is there a way we can agree to this, but we shorten the deadline tomorrow?
The only way she'll do it is if we have until 8 o'clock tomorrow to respond. That's what she told me. Believe me, it benefits me to do it. So
I know.
I got to do. But I got to do it.
All right, let's do it with a 155 max.
Escalation clause.
Yeah, and can you send that to me? You'll send that to me, right, to see how that's worded and
Yeah,
stuff?
I'll send it to you for DocuSign, and we can review it together over the phone.
Okay.
Do you want to send me your proof of funds, your email address?
I have like an offer sheet I can email you with all that.
Yeah, the name that you wanted to take, to take ownership in and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, I'll send you over my offer sheet right now and a proof of funds.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
And as soon as I get that, I'm still in the office. I'm so freaking busy, it's unreal. But I'm going to stay at the office and get this all written up and get it over to you, get it signed, and present it to her. And just know that we have that in hand, and I'll cross my fingers because I make a ton less if I'm not on both sides. So
I know. Drag those other showings.
Dude, I know it. I said, is there a price that you would take today, right now? She said, no, I just want to give it one day. I said, okay.
I've missed out on 3 deals from one day in the past week, just so you know.
It's going to mean a lot to her that I'm representing the buyer, because she doesn't want, they just don't have the money to make any repairs. So she's like, I don't know how clear you can make that. She's like, we will not make any repairs, period. If they want to repair, it's not going to happen. So I was like, okay, so I put that in there. I'm like, seller will make no repairs of it.
They're living in it, right?
The ex-husband is living in it.
Because one clause I like to put is that I get access to the property, like I can give notice, but I got to be able to get in there, not just initially, but throughout till closing, to get bids and contractors, I just got to be able to have access.
Yeah, the husband has asked for 5 days possession after close, but you'll have
that's fine
to set up times to view the property whenever you let us know.
Okay, so if I give notice, it's fine.
Yeah, they're cordial, and they understand what the situation is, so they'll understand that exactly what you're trying to accomplish with contractors and whatnot.
Okay.
I can control that part.
Okay, I'll send this to you, and I'll attach a proof of funds here as well.
I'll write it up the way that I would want to see it, so that I can do both of you as good of an offer as I can. And if you see something that you're just like, hey, I'm not okay with that, there's only 4 or 5 things that could even possibly fall in that category. But we'll go through it line by line if you want to, make sure it's all good. Do you do Indiana purchase agreements very often?
I've done a couple.
Okay. They're pretty straightforward. There's not a lot in there. You're not a licensed real estate agent?
I am in Michigan, not in Indiana.
Okay. Just as a technicality, give me your realtor ID as well, because the last page of our purchase agreement asks if the buyer is a licensed real estate agent. It doesn't say in Indiana specifically, so I want to make sure I cover my butt on that.
Yeah, I'll put that in the email right now.
Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't matter because I don't have to disclose in Indiana if I'm licensed in Michigan.
I've got an investor out of California, and we just put it in there just to be safe.
Yeah.
I don't want to get sued, and somebody said I didn't disclose something.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. All
right, I just sent it. It's an offer sheet with everything, proof of funds, like a screenshot. So
I'll send you the seller's disclosure to sign as well, so that we have a full, complete purchase agreement. Okay. Message too.
Okay.
So let me get this drafted up, and I'll send it over with the seller's disclosure, and we'll get this teed up here in the next 25 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, bud. Thanks a lot.
Yep. So here's what happened right after that call. The agent Rusty presented my $150,000 cash offer with an escalation clause that stated I would pay $1,000 more than the best offer, not to exceed $155,000, and it worked. In 24 hours, the seller got 3 full price offers at $150,000 and 1 offer at $151,000. So my escalation clause automatically bumped my offer to $152,000 and I got the deal. And if you want my escalation clause addendum, I'll give it to you for free. I'll put the download link in the description box below for you. So let's break down some key things that happened here. First and foremost, the most important thing I did was I let the listing agent, Rusty, write the offer for me and represent me as the buyer's agent. Technically, this is called dual agency. Listen to what I said. I'm unrepresented. I'd have you write the offer for me. Can you do that?
It saves them a little bit of money if I represent them, so there's incentive for them to do that.
You can do that if you want, but I'm just saying you can take my full commission on the buyer side.
Okay. All right, that sounds fair. Let me
Okay, now I call this my double dip technique. For the right agent, this is extremely motivated because he earns double the commission if my offer gets accepted. Did you hear what he said?
I make a ton less if I'm not on both sides, so.
I know. Drag those other showings.
Dude, I know it.
Now, when I first told Rusty I wanted to make an offer, he said the seller wanted to wait a few days before accepting any offers. Now, I knew if we waited, we'd miss the deal. I'm gonna miss it. You're gonna get 20 showings tomorrow. So I asked if he could call the seller right now, make a verbal offer, get them to accept it, and then cancel all the showings. You can call the sellers and give them a verbal. If they say yes, you can write it up, docu-sign it over, and we can get it done. Okay, so why would a seller agree to do that and not wait to get higher offers? Well, they could, and many do, which is why I always try to point out why my cash offer is better than a retail buyer's offer. I mean, you don't have to worry about showings. You don't have to worry about coming back and asking for concessions. You don't have to worry about FHA financing falling through. You don't got to worry about a 45-day close. It's just done, you know? So Rusty went to bat for me and called the sellers, but unfortunately, the best he could do was get the seller to only wait 24 hours.
She wants to give it one full day tomorrow and see what we have at the end of the day tomorrow.
And that's when we implemented the escalation clause and were able to get the deal. So a few resources that you need in order to get good at working with on-market deals and working with agents. First, get my agent scripts for how to do the double dip technique. This covers what to say and how to overcome objections when the agent is reluctant to make your offer, which happens all the time. I'll give you those scripts for free. Just go to agentofferscripts.com for the free download. That will also include my 10-point checklist to email the agent with everything that you need them to include in the offer. The other thing that you're going to need when going after on-market properties is a proof of funds letter to include with your offers. Now, it's common for agents to ask for that, and unlimited custom proof of funds letters come included with a pro or prime level subscription to my deal management system called Flipster. And if you've never heard of Flipster, it's a cloud-based, all-inclusive software to help you organize, streamline, and automate all of the steps to wholesaling and flipping houses. To learn more and see it in action, just go to getflipster.com. Once you have that, it's just a numbers game. Make enough offers and you'll get a deal that you can wholesale or flip for profit. So what I want you to do next is watch another live action, look over my shoulder, watch me video where I break down exactly how to make an offer with an agent and what to include in that offer. So watch that now, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel. With almost 600 videos, this is the #1 channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping, and I'll see you on the next video.